All right, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lord Alvon, and today we are doing a draft of Ravnica Remix, which is a magical online mix of Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, kind of wrapped up into one. So they have, as you can see, two different kinds of packs here. The pack A has kind of more multicolored cards, and in the packs 2 and 3, you have a little bit more mana fixing and stuff like that. So this is a pretty powerful pack here. Um, Cards I like out of here are the Summary Judgment. I like Rampaging Monument. I like Integrity Intervention, and I like Response Resurgence. Now, I like starting with powerful cards like Response Resurgence because this is a very flexible card. I can play this in any red guild, any white guild. I can play it in Boros, and it's just really good, super flexible, and it's going to be powerful no matter what we play. So I think I like starting with this. I wouldn't have minded the Rampaging Monument either, but this is a very solid start here. And we can follow that up with some more solid red and white stuff here, like a Skewer the Critics or a Sunhome Stalwart. Both of those are quite good. There's also a Law Mage's Binding. I do like Law Mage's Binding quite a bit, but I think Skewer is quite excellent. And regardless of whether I end up playing an aggressive deck or not, I think Skewer is going to be really good. And I think I feel pretty comfortable with this. If I take the Skewer here, it kind of cuts off red to the players on my left a little bit, because these red cards are kind of mediocre, and no one's going to look at that and say, wow, red's open. But Skewer is excellent, and we have some very strong CCDD cards here. But I think, given that I have this as a powerful effect, and this is very good and comparable at least to those guys, I think this is fine. And wow, we just get like another Golgari Finebroker immediately. That's a little awkward because this is a card that I would definitely like to have in multiples. If I wanted one, I probably would want more than one. So we get here Integrity Intervention. It's a very solid card. Either a +2/+2 for 1 or a 4-mana Lightning Helix. Both of those options are pretty good. Boros Guildgate is solid. Sphinx is solid. I really like the flexibility of this card, and I see no reason to deviate from the plan. We're seeing a lot of powerful Boros cards come by, so maybe we just try to draft that. And this is totally fine in like a Jeskai if I end up there too, or something like that. And here, okay, this is interesting. So we get a lot of Boros Guildgates passing us by here. Drowned Secrets is an interesting one. It's a card that I like a lot, but we're kind of far away from that at this point. So picks here, I think, are between the Boros Guildgate and the Imperious Oligarch. We could very well end up in some sort of Mardu deck, potentially. And if we do, this would be very good in that. Given that I've already seen like multiple Boros Guildgates, I think I'm going to let this one slide. Probably one of them will come back to me if I want it, and then maybe we'll try to see if Orzhov is open, because if it is, this is a very good 2-drop. And I'm going to speculate on this. We'll see. Wow, does every pack have a Boros Guildgate? Because it definitely seems like that. Okay. I guess I could take like the Impassioned Orator. I mean, or I could take the Guildgate. I mean, Guildgates are strong. Currently don't have any playable 2-drops if I end up in Boros here. An Orator is pretty decent. I think I will take the Guildgate though. I don't really know how. I think there's probably going to be enough enough good 2-drops in this draft that I'm not really worried about picking up one right now. Okay, this is very late. Biomancer's Familiar, but we're like very far away from that at this point. We could take something like Savage Smash. This is pretty late for Savage Smash as well. This could be a decent removal spell if we end up being in some sort of Naya deck, potentially. I think I'll speculate on this because like Fire Urchin is the only other playable card in the colors that I'm almost guaranteed to be in at this point. And this is just not very good at all. So we'll take that and we'll just kind of speculate. We immediately get past some insane surveil cards. Wow. Okay. There's also a Sky Knight Legionnaire. I think that's the obvious pick for me here because it's quite a good aggressive creature, and it's just the exact kind of thing a Boros deck would want, and that's kind of where I'm most likely to end up here. So we'll take that. And here we can follow that up with a Take Heart or a Rubble Slinger. A lot of good Golgari cards coming around. Might be a little too late for that. Take Heart's probably a little bit better than Rubble Slinger. I don't know. Okay, yeah, wow. Tons of Golgari stuff. I mean, none of this is any good. Like, Portcullis Fine, Barrier Bones. Like, these are not good cards. Barging Sergeant's okay. Oh, so Golgari Finebroker came around. It might be correct to just drop ship and just go Golgari because this is powerful. If we get both, I guess you don't get both. Okay, I mean, it was worth speculating there, I think, because if we got both Finebrokers, that would be absurd. So I guess we'll put that in the sideboard then. This I might play. Take the second Guildgate, I think. Goblin Gathering. Wow, there's just a million of those, aren't there? Spear Spewer is okay. I don't like either of these cards. And okay. Alright, so we're a little weird after pack one. We've got some really good removal spells in Skewer and Intervention here and Response Resurgence. So I kind of like where we're going. Oh, well, that answers that question. Okay, Mardu it is. Yeah, Ethereal Absolution is insane. This card is completely nuts. And yeah, we're going to be playing Mardu Control now. That kind of settles that discussion. Start by converted mana cost. Get that Spear Spewer out of here. And probably the Barging Sergeant. Yeah, this card is absurd. You kind of just play it on 6, and you often just win the game immediately. And if you don't win the game immediately, you can just grind out value with the 4 mana activated ability. So yeah, that is amazing, and it also just gives it a really nice place to be. So I'm 100% in for this. Okay, all right, so we're solidly here. I think I'll take the Immolation Shaman here, I guess. Goblin Gathering. Oh my gosh. Someone's gonna draft that deck, but it's not gonna be me today. Yeah, Immolation Shaman seems okay. Decent 2-drop, has some good good late game potential. I like it. Multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. That's a powerful artifact. I don't think we're anywhere near that right now, though. I think I will take the Boros Challenger. This is a very strong 2-drop. It's also a Command the Storm, but I think this is a little bit better. Just excellent play on curve, and it even scales well into the late game because of its activated ability. I'm also noticing there's some very powerful blue cards. Although this is only like pick 3 of pack number pick 3 of pack 2, so it's likely the two people to my right, sorry, 2 people to my left are not in blue, because these are both really good. So, but Boros Challenger is excellent. Very happy to have that. I'm also very happy to have this Consecrate Consume, or even the Playcrafter or the Syndicate Guildmage. Like these would all be really good. Even wow, there's a ton of amazing cards. Like any of these 4 would be great, but Consume I think is the best. Yeah, 4 mana, get to kill a thing and gain a bunch of life. Like yeah, I'm so in for this. And here I think we're going to take the Rakdos Guildgate. It's going to help us to splash the black cards like the Consume and the Ethereal Absolution that we're going to want to play. And that's really good. The power level of the deck is very high. Like Response Resurgence is excellent, Ethereal Absolution is excellent, Consume is excellent, Skewer is excellent, Integrity Invention is excellent, Boros Challenger is excellent, Oligarch is excellent, Legionnaire is excellent. Like, yeah, power level is high. So I think taking mana fixing. Like I'm gonna want some more guild gates of various types here. So here's between the Hackerbat and Scorchmark. Very powerful cards here in the Artful Takedown and Hypothesis as well. Those are really good. Wonder why they're still here. But Hackerbat and Scorchmark are both really good. So I could get back the Hackerbat potentially if I pass it right now. How much removal do I have right now? So we have Consume, we got Response, we got Intervention, got Skewer. We got like 4 removal spells. We don't have all that many creatures right now, so maybe we just want the Hackerbat more. But I do like having cheap removal. Okay. I panicked. All right. My bad. I think the Hackerbat's fine here, though. Here I'm just going to take the Parhelion Patrol. It's a pretty solid little flyer. Partisan Bats or Rakdos Locket wouldn't be bad either, I don't think. But I think the Parhelion Patrol is the best card here. We already have a 1-power creature it can mentor, which is kind of neat. And we also can potentially mentor onto a 1/1 flyer for the Afterlife. That's kind of cool. That is a thing that never comes up in draft because these were in different sets. And wow, okay, so here we have a very late Hypothesis, but we're not anywhere near blue. So I think it's between Scavenger's fine, but we don't really have a lot of like cheap creatures to sacrifice to it. So I think I'm aiming for the Hired Poisoner. I really like this little guy. It's just a 1/1 Death Touch for 1. Allows you to kind of gum up the board in the early game, so that my huge crazy stuff like Ethereal Absolution can take over in the late game. I like that quite a bit. And I'm not a big fan of Hammer Dropper or Book Devourer, so I'm just going to take the Millennium Falcon here. Yeah, this card's fine. Help us to ramp into our awesome cards. Get more Goblin Gathering. You know, honestly, I've just seen so many of these. I'm just gonna hate draft this. If we end up with like 3 or 4, I might just play it just as like a good card. Never happened as a decent sideboard card. Knight of Sorrows. Righteous Blow isn't bad against the aggressive decks. I don't see myself wanting to play Debtor's Transport or Knight of Sorrows, but Righteous Blow is a good sideboard card. Maybe I'll play it main deck, I don't know. Catacomb Crocodile is a pretty good blocker. I think I'll play that. And 10th District Guard. We did not get back the Scorchmark, which I'm very not at all surprised by. So we have 3 Goblin Gatherings. If we get like a couple more, it's actually going to be really reasonable to play it, honestly. Okay, so we've opened Niv Mizzet. That's insane. But we don't have any way to play it. We have like 0 way to play blue spells, but we did open another Goblin Gathering. And we already have 3. And if we can get 4, then I think that makes it good enough to play, honestly. Are we actually going to be the Goblin Gathering deck? I think we might. Actually be. Yeah. I mean, it might just come around. I mean, we got one last pick. I think Rampaging Monument's good enough, like better enough than Goblin Gathering. I'm gonna hedge, retake this, and then we're gonna hope to wheel this guy. But honestly, given the way that this draft has been going, getting one last pick, I don't see any reason that this won't come around. Oh wow, March the Multitudes. Jeez. Can I splash this? Because that's really powerful. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna find a way to splash this card. This card is insane. Make a million soldiers. Yeah, this is the kind of card that like just wins you the game. I don't really care when I cast it all that much. And if we end up playing a bunch of Goblin Gatherings, then convoking this for a million could be awesome. So I'm gonna take this, put it in the board for now, but I'm definitely planning on trying to pick up some ways to splash this. Electro Dominance, Skewer the Critics. I like Skewer a lot, but I think it might just be the Electro Dominance here. This card is really good. Cast like one of our creatures at instant speed. Yeah. This deck is looking to be really cool so far. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Biogenic Ooze. What in the world? This card is nuts. I mean, I can't take it because I'm nowhere near that color combination, and Orzhov Enforcer is really good, but man, it really sucks to pass this. This card is excellent, but we'll take this. And I'm happy to have another copy of Skewer. I think that's better than Hired Poisoner. Wow. This draft is nuts. There's some truly absurd nonsense going around the table right now. I could take the Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I like IGI. This card is sweet. Is that better than a Burglar Rat? Probably. Yeah, we'll take that. So I'm almost positive we're playing all of these cards. I really do want like one or two more Goblin Gatherings before I decide to play it. But at this point, we're probably not playing Righteous Blow. Yeah, this deck's going to be super cool. It's going to take a lot of finagling to make it work, I think. But we're going to get there. So right now, all I want to do is pick up like a couple more Goblin Gatherings and like maybe a couple ways to splash this March of the Multitudes. And I think we'll be good to go. So here... Okay, I mean, I guess Flower gets... Flower can fetch stuff like if we play like one forest for this March, Flower can fetch that for white mana. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not playing any of the rest of these cards, I don't think. So we'll see. We'll see. That could be decent. Probably won't want to play Take Heart in this deck either. We'll take that out. Yeah, this seems sweet. This seems really, really sweet. And I like that we have like this Consume card here. And oftentimes, if you are playing it with blue, alongside blue, you can end up with a situation where you have cast something along the lines of, say, like a Law Mage is binding one of your opponent's creatures, and then like you might have to force them to sacrifice that creature, which would kind of stink. Theater of Horrors is really good. I just want the Cult Guild Mage, though. Do I need more 2-drops? Nah, Theater of Horrors is sweet. All right, so we did end up getting the Goblin Gathering, which is great. We have 4 of them. I think we can play it now. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad at all. And Izzet Locket doesn't splash the March, so that's not the kind of thing that I want. Maybe I want a Locksmith in some matchups. I don't know. I probably don't want the Wojak Bodyguard in this deck. I really would like a way to splash this if I can have one, but might not get lucky on that regard. That's fine. Because this is splashing blue. I want to splash green. Maybe there's a matchup where I want a big idiot. Maybe. We'll see. Probably not, but kind of amazed we didn't see any other Goblin Gatherings after that middle pack there, but maybe take the Ordinary Goblin is probably the best card here. I don't know if I'll play it, but it is a good card for sure. Concentronic Wave is really good against me, so we're going to hate draft on that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the Flower Flourish, and we're going to play like one basic forest potentially for this. We're going to get super greedy here today, guys. This is going to be the greediest deck you've ever seen. Maybe not the greediest deck you've ever seen, but it's going to be really greedy. Mardu Splash Green. Yeah, Burglar Rat's good. I don't know if probably won't play it, but I mean, Roustabout's a reasonable card. Okay, yeah, wow, we just got some crazy cards here. All right, so now we get to figure out what we're going to be cutting here. So what I'm going to do to figure out what I want to cut is I'm going to sort it by color, and I'm going to see if there's like one color that I can make into like a splash color here. Oh, it looks like white. So white can be the splash color. I guess it makes it hard to play March of the Multitudes if I do that, but I can definitely see cutting up our Helium Patrol potentially. I mean, if I want to go a little lighter on the white. For 26, I want to cut down to 23 cards. Or maybe I count like the Flower Flourish as a land. I probably don't in this deck, honestly. It's going to be pretty mana hungry, I think. All right, well, let's sort by converted mana cost again. So we're super heavy on the 3s, I guess. I could see Catacomb Crocodile being cuttable. It's not all that great. Maybe I don't play the Orzhov Locket, although I do want to hit double white for specifically the March of the Multitudes. Although I guess it shouldn't be that difficult to do that, potentially. I also can see cutting the Sky Knight Legionnaire. I think that may be a little more aggressive than what I'm trying to do. And they already have like a whole bunch of 3-drops. Just a whole mess of them. Does make me a little weaker to flyers, but I do have a lot of good removal for flyers, so I'm not really all that worried about them. So we got one more cut to make. Maybe it's just the locket. Sort of things separately. These are technically creatures. Yeah, wow, I can't imagine just like making a million goblins and then popping them up with flourish. That seems really nice. That's amazing. It might just be the Orzhov locket, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the no, Hackerbat's really good. Hackerbat's really flexible. Yeah, I think the locket's probably the weak link here. I like everything else. I think everything else is really good. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna combine the groups again, sort by color. So these are white, black, red, rose, red, white. Let's bring these guys over here. So I do have a lot of white cards, but they're like all multicolored. Cool. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 13 red cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white cards and 8. Oh, wow. Looks like black is actually more of a splash. That's weird. You wouldn't guess it just by looking at this, but I guess the multicolored cards are heavily skewed towards white. Okay. So we're going to add all these back in. And we're going to add basic lands and see what it's recommending. So we're going to be 4, 4, 5. I definitely want at least 10 red sources. So if I had 5, then that would be... I guess most of my red cards I only need like 1 red source. I guess 8 red is probably fine. So 5 mountains is okay. And then 4 and 4 would make it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. I guess technically 7. I do want to run 1 copy of basic forest though, which it already is suggesting, so that's probably fine. So we have 1 green and then 4, 5, 6 white and 4, 5 black. I don't ever need double black, so I think 5 black is probably fine. Yeah, it's gonna be really very, very greedy, but I think this will work. So let's sort this by converted mana cost. I might just need the Orzhov locket just to make my mana work potentially, but I don't really want to cut anything for it. I'm gonna play this in 1 round and we'll see how it works. And then if I end up like feeling like I need more in terms of fixing, I can end up like siding out Hackerbat and siding in like Orzhov Locket or something. I see that being a thing. All right, on to round 1. With our super greedy, I guess this is Dune Brood tokens, if you will. Dune Brood tokens. I like it. I like it. All right, here for match number 1 of our Ravnica Remix chapter. And I think I want to be on the draw with this deck. I'm going to need the card advantage to be able to hit my mana on time. I have a lot of good removal. I think being on the draw is fine with this deck. And would you look at this? Very nice. Got a whole bunch of sideways cards here. We're going to keep this hand. This hand looks really good. So I'm going to get a land with this. What is it going to be? So I probably would want to get like a basic plains with this. Because I think my deck needs double white, does not need double green. Cast Flower, get a plains. And pass the turn. But yeah, it's chock full of removal spells. We can kill almost anything our opponent plays. That we're going to need to kill because it is a huge threat. Electro dominance. Nice. Okay. So I think we'll just play a mountain and pass. Can't really do anything here. Guess we can like consecrate our flower, but that doesn't seem like a reasonable way to win the game at all. So we'll just let it slide for here. Let him surveil once, and then we're probably going to skewer this next turn unless they play something that's a little more threatening. They put Underrealm Lich in the graveyard. Oh boy. It's like my opponent's playing some sort of Sultai deck potentially. What are they doing here? Maybe they have a drill bit. Oh, Hired Poisoner. That's fine. Hired Poisoner is incredibly bad against me because I have 5 Goblin Gatherings in my deck. So we're going to go ahead and start off here. Play like Forest, and then I want to potentially be able to cast either Consume or Electro Dominance next turn, maybe. I don't need the Forest right now. We're going to play the Swamp. I'm just going to skewer this right now. I need to get this guy off the board so my opponent will stay mana screwed as long as humanly possible. Because they missed on their 3rd land drop, and they had to surveil this into the graveyard. So my guess is my opponent's hand is full of a lot of good cards, and they just had to top deck this, which is good for them. Okay, that's fine. Darkblade Agent is quite good, but we do have a removal spell for it, so I'm almost definitely going to be firing this off just right now on my main phase. I don't want this guy to get a chance to draw a card. I don't want him to get a chance to counter my removal spell. We're just going to kill it right now. Get that guy off the board. We can afford to take a few damage from this. We're gaining some life here. We're going to play Goblin Gathering, which is going to blank this entirely. So, yeah, we're just going to kill our opponent's threats one by one. This is one of the benefits of, being a deck in a format like this where you're on the draw. Is your opponent plays threats, you 1-for-1 them, and at the end of the day, you're hitting your land drops. You're going to have more cards in your hand. You'll take over with something like this. And, yeah, that's the way to win. This March is going to be excellent. It's going to be excellent. My opponent looks like he's just going to attack. If they got nothing here, we're in a really good shape. Spawn of Mayhem. Well, that's really good. But we have removal for that too, so I don't know what to tell you, opponent, but we are going to keep killing your stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Consume, target you. Om nom nom. Yeah, we're just going to keep 1-for-1ing them and eventually take over the game with March of the Multitudes. Now, I haven't gotten a chance yet to play Goblin Gathering, which I'm kind of sad about, but I mean, hey, it doesn't need to happen right now. I can wait all day for this. This is fine. They already have 2 very powerful mythics. That's a good thing to know about. So good to know about having to be aware about potential turn 3 nonsense. I'm gonna play this just in case I end up wanting to. End up wanting to march for like 2, which I probably won't. But there's always a chance. If my opponent attacks a Darkblade Agent, I'm almost definitely not going to be blocking it. I don't want to lose my guys because each one of these that stays alive represents another soldier with March. So we're gonna let them hit me. Maybe they have a Surveil card at instant speed. Maybe not. I hope they don't because free value is always not gonna is always gonna be a bad thing. But they didn't have it, so we're in a good spot. This card is pretty good. Oh, sweet mountains. Now we can Electro Dominance something. Or we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 make 6 1/1 life linkers. Yeah. Do I want to do that right now? My opponent's tapped out. Maybe. I don't know. I'd rather wait. This could be wrong, but I'm gonna wait a little bit here at the end of the turn and just like surprise Surprise 6 soldiers. Maybe I get to ambush the Darkblade agent potentially. I don't know. We'll see. They attack for 5. I'm probably just gonna take it, and we're gonna end a turn, smack this guy. This March here. My opponent seems to have a very good deck. Like, all these cards are really, really solid. I haven't seen like a single card out of them that I'd be embarrassed to play. Blood Operative. Sure. See, all these one-tap this creatures are really bad against me. Oh, come on. Well, I guess my Goblin Gathering is not going to get a felony this time. Yeah, we're definitely going to march for 6 here. Like 6 1/1s. Yeah, that's really good. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, that is excellent. So you can like Electro Dominance my opponent's face and like drop IGI into play. Yeah, that's a good way to win. I'm just gonna attack with everything, except for like 1 goblin to hold back the Blood Operative, I guess. 7 damage we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get 6 damage more out of this, plus another 4, like 5 out of this. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's like another 5. Yeah, wow, okay. This is gonna be brutal. Electro Dominance for 6, drop IGI for free. Man, that's one way to win the game. This seems like exactly like how we drew it up. If my opponent wants to attack, I'm happy to block with my Goblin here. I mean, sure. Okay, you get to draw a card, whatever, that's fine. If my opponent doesn't have a blocker here, they're going to be in a world of hurt. So we can get 6 plus 5 plus another like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's like 17 damage here, which is exactly lethal if they don't have any other creatures. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I could just use the Electro Dominance and kill the Darkblade agent, which denies a card draw. Might be better to do that, honestly. Because I win the long game with this card, so. Yeah. Kind of like that, actually. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do it for just 4, because I want to be able to pay for, like, I guess no. Or just 2 for 6. They don't have blue mana open for a counter, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, let's get that guy out for free. This way it denies us like a potential win right now, but it also makes it like a lot better if they have literally any creature like this. So I got attacking with these guys. I don't really see a reason to do so. I don't see much of a reason to do that. If I attack with the 5, then they eat 1, and then they just go down to like 12. Yeah, it's not even all that good. Just hold these back, trade for his creatures, and win with Ill-Gotten Inheritance here. This is fine. So if I had to hit them for 6 in the face, then they'd be at 10. I could have attacked for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it wouldn't have actually been lethal if I had hit them in the face. And they would have got an extra card. The extra card could have been really bad for me. So, I mean, they can't just sit here forever. This thing is going to kill them eventually. So, I'm just going to keep passing. I'm totally fine to just sit back. This card will win me the game. Top deck to land. Alright, so what do we got? Immolation Shaman, nice. Okay. Menace is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With the mountain, now I can activate this Immolation Shaman twice if I want to. That's going to be good. Make it into like a 7-9. That is a problem. That is a big problem. But luckily for me, I mean, he can't just. This guy gets menace, so he can't just like single block it with anything. You have to like trade a death touch creature plus the blood operative for it or something. It's not bad. Interesting. So they're playing green and red. They got the super greedy splash just like me. I like it. I like it. Acrobat, nice. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and activate this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get ourselves a 3-5, a 4-6. Oh wow, a 4-6 menace. Okay, sure. And get in there. If they want to double block it, they can do so. Pump it into a 7-9 if I want to. I got a double block here. This is fine. See, now this way this works out is I don't have to pay 5 mana again, and I do get to play Acrobat this turn, which is kind of cool. Totally fine to kill both of them. Just do 2 and 2. We're gonna play the Acrobat for the spectacle cost. Can't give it Death Touch, which is a little unfortunate, but we can pump its power to 4, so that's kind of nice. Now, if my opponent wants to go ahead and kill the Ill-Gotten Inheritance, then they do get a chance to do that, but I don't believe there's any way to do that in the colors they're currently playing. I think the only answers are in green, which they don't have green mana, and then they have like white, I guess. White can do it. So they're gonna try to hit me with this guy, or okay, it's probably wise not to do that. I mean, the lifelink soldiers definitely make the race quite a bit more difficult than it would be otherwise. We're gonna swing at this guy. If my opponent wants to block, that is okay. I'll give it Death Touch. If they're not, I'm gonna make it into a 4-1. Yep, this is a good trade for me. Death Touch. Yep, trades. Make some more goblins, I guess. Unfortunately, they did exile our first copy of Goblin Gathering with the Blood Operative earlier in the game, so we only get 2. But this is the kind of board that can really threaten this Nightveil Predator. I think we almost know that they top decked this turn because they didn't. They probably would have had it last turn because they didn't actually play anything. So top decking lands for me is pretty good. They could have a red card in hand for sure. Now, one card in hand they could have potentially would be. Oh wow, that's so bad. Playcrafter is the worst against me. Would have been really good in my deck actually. Pay 3 mana to kill my 1/1 token. Seems good. Here we go. We're gonna get in there. Try to close this game out. They're tapped pretty low. I can get in for a lot of damage here. Get in for 6, gain 5. Let's make some more goblins. Actually, I get to get 3 this time. There we go. Dune Brood tokens. That's what we're doing. And this IGI continues to peck away at my opponent's life total. We're just going to get in there with everything. If they, probably just going to die. Yeah, there we go. Okay, begin sideboarding. So the opponent's pretty grindy, just like me. Do I have an answer for that one annoying card if they play it early? I don't actually think I do. My only answer is like Perhelion Patrol pumped by Ethereal Absolution. Or I guess I can consume it as well. That does work. See, if they get the Nightveil Predator down early, that could definitely be a pain. I think the way my deck is set up is pretty good though. Yeah, seems like I'm pretty well positioned against this guy. He's got a lot of 1-for-1 removal, and my tokens make that really awkward. So, greed for the win. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever actually gotten to draft a Goblin Gathering deck, and I have to say, feels really good to just spam a whole mess of goblins onto the battlefield. All right, back for game 2 of match number 1. My opponent's kept a hand of 7. We're going to keep our hand as well. We have 4 lands, 2 removal spells, effectively, and an Ethereal Absolution to take over the game with. So this seems very good. I like everything about this hand. Even got our flower to go get our singleton forest, which is great. So yeah, this is going to be good. So our opponent doesn't have any aggressive early drops. That's also really good for me, because one of the only ways I think I can really lose this matchup is by my opponent out aggroing me. I think my late game is just straight up more powerful than theirs is. Now we're going to play flower, get ourselves our forest. That way we can hold up this resurgence, the response for a while. We're going to get that forest. There we go. Seems pretty good to me. My opponent looks like they're going to have a removal spell. Oh, no, okay. Radical idea. Nice. Solid little jumpstart card there. I like it. So now we have all the lands we need to cast this Absolution, which is great. Scrabbling Claws. So my opponent literally sided in Scrabbling Claws for the sole purpose of making my Goblin Gatherings worse. I mean, props to you, opponent. That's super clever. I like it. I like it a lot. We could skewer their face here, but that seems like a waste of my cards, so we're just gonna let them Scrabbling Claws away our Flower and Flourish. I mean, Goblin Gathering for 2 goblins isn't even that bad, honestly. Like, we have Ethereal Absolution to make it like really hurt, so this is fine. If my opponent's plan is to sit back and mess with my graveyard the whole game, like, we're gonna win this just with this Ethereal Absolution, so this is fine. I mean, I guess, so Scrabbling Claws, it does kind of mess up the Ethereal Absolution plan, like, in terms of exiling cards from my opponent's graveyard to make spirit tokens. So this kind of does mess that plan up, but I mean, what can you do? What I really don't want to see here is Night Veil Predator. Rampaging Monument's fine. We're definitely going to skewer that right away, because I don't want... Just going to attack first. Maybe skewer it for 1 mana. They likely don't want to block here. This seems like a pretty bad block for them. There's no way they can cast a multicolored spell with 0 mana open, so we're just going to kill it right now. Spectacle. You can still hold up response for any random haste threat that they could have, which they won't because they're playing blue-black, but, I mean, you know. It could happen. It probably won't, but it could. Darkblade Agent. That's what I'm probably going to use response on if they try any nonsense. But actually, no, I could just leave this guy back, honestly. That seems fine. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for Goblin Gathering. And they're going to get to exile it, so we're not going to get any more goblins out of this. But, I mean, 2 1/1s is good. They're going to be all 2/2s next turn, potentially. So we're just going to hold back. Keep Hired Poisoner to take Darkblade Agent down, and, man, Scrabbling Claws is just annoying. Okay, it's fine. Not a big deal. These Darkblade Agents are going to be really bad in just about 2 seconds from now, so... They could have a counter spell here, like a Quench. That would be really bad. The upside of getting this into play is just really high, though, so we're just going to slam it. I haven't seen Quench from them. I have no reason to play around it. Oh, they have it, don't they? Oh, oh well. Okay, I guess we had to win the old-fashioned way. That's brutal. All right. Well played, opponent. See, okay, so... Yes, I could have played around it there, but I haven't seen it. My opponent went through most of their deck in the first game, and I never saw this card. So there's no reason for me to play around it at this point. Like, because my other plays are just not nearly as good. I mean, it is one of those. Yeah, it's one of those moments where it like looks really embarrassing at the time, but I mean, like I really didn't have much reason to play around this card, given that I haven't seen it at all. So, oh well. We're just gonna skewer one of these guys here, I guess. Just skewer it so they can't like play some sort of surveil card and then attack with both, and I only can trade for one. This guys provide a lot of value, and I don't want my opponent to have that option. I guess what they're probably thinking, if they brought in Quench from the sideboard, maybe their plan is like, okay, I'm gonna bring in Quench, and then expecting my opponent to like tap out for March of the Multitudes, and they can kind of like get me with that. So that could be a thing that might have happened. I don't know. It's possible to tell, I guess. Surgeons could be pretty good if I end up getting to land a March here at some point, but Immolation Shaman, nice. Okay, we're gonna play this. Hello, Kindling. All right. One of the cool things I can do with this guy is like attack with him and pump him up, and then if they try to like double block, I can just like response away the Death Touch guy, and it kills this guy as well. I'm gonna try to set that up next turn. That seems very strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting in there. Of course, if they have a removal spell for this, I kind of get blown out, but that's whatever. Removal's gonna get me no matter what, so. Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't really going to spend that mana on anything else anyway, so it's whatever. It's all good. Let's play this guy. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. Opponent's going to plan on using the Scrabbling Clauses to draw a card at any point in this game. That might be correct. I don't know. So they're going to do it now? Yeah, there we go. Exile their own swamp. Okay, sure. Because they realize they're not doing anything, and then if I'm playing cards, it's advancing my game state. And this guy's really served its usefulness. I mean, it got rid of 2 Goblin just 1 Goblin Gathering. Okay. I mean, it means like 1 less Goblin on all my future Goblin Gatherings. So effectively, it's a net of like -3 Goblins over the course of the game. If indeed I end up drawing all 4 of them. So it's kind of nice. Do they want to exile the Scrabbling Claws? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, a lot of their 1-toughness creatures just line up really poorly against my 1/1 tokens. So this Oligarch is going to be pretty good. I might even just attack with the Orzhov Enforcer here because, like, I feel like it's going to be pretty good just to get a 1/1 flyer to start chipping in with. I'm not doing anything else. It's either I get in for damage or... Yeah, I mean, this way I either get in for damage or I trade with one of their creatures and I get to get a flyer. And both of those things are things that I'm happy with. Even if they end up like surveilling and then paying life to get this guy back, like it's totally fine. Like my 1/1 tokens blank him really reasonably. Totally cool. Boris Guildgate. I'm gonna keep playing out my lands. Because I have the March of the Multitudes in my deck, I think it's just a net good for me to just keep on playing lands out. Just makes my my March better when I eventually draw it. Quench. Man, that Quench was pretty brutal. Mountain. Alright. Sure. I think I'll hold on to this mountain. Maybe can psych my opponent out a little bit. So I've been playing all my lands the whole game, so maybe I can just like say, ooh, maybe this is a... maybe it's a March of the Multitudes. Yep, so 1 damage at a time is a way to go. does my opponent have here? Paying costs. Okay, no, maybe not. Golgari Locket. Okay, that's probably how they're splashing their the Underrealm, which I saw when they surveilled into the graveyard in game 1. Theater of Horrors? Oh, baby. Oh, that's excellent. Yep. That's going to be a good one. That's a win condition right there. So we're just going to play that right now. Theater of Horrors. They're going to counter this too. Ugh, gross. They hit our Electro Dominance and the IGI too. Man, that stinks. Okay, well. I mean, Thought Collapse is going to hit something eventually. I mean, at least it didn't hit the March. So the way that I see it, my opponent probably just decided they're going to bring in a lot of counter spells because I have a lot of very powerful singleton cards that can just take over the game, like the Ill-Gotten Inheritance, like the Theater of Horrors. I guess they didn't see that, but like the March of the Multitudes. They just really, really did not want to lose to those kind of cards. And I mean, my opponent is leveraging the advantage that he has of playing blue. So I mean, I can't really fault him for doing that. Now, this right here screams to me that my opponent has Dazzling Lights, because this just trades here, and if they Dazzling Lights my guy, that's really bad for me. So I'm going to block anyway, and if they try to Dazzling Lights, I'll just response the guy to kill it. Yep, there it is. Boop. Let's just kill that guy right away. They're just going to waste their Dazzling Lights here. They still get their Surveil, but they don't get to kill my guy for free, and I get to kill theirs, so I'm kind of just trading my response for both Darklight Agent and for my Hired Poisoner, kind of like that. So it's pretty okay. They did pay 3 life, so that's kind of nice. Okay, Blood Operative is gonna hit probably Orzhov Enforcer, sure. I don't actually have any ways to get back creatures from my yard, so it doesn't really do a whole lot there, but I'm gonna attack with the Imperious Oligarch now. I think Oligarch's pretty good. Trades for either of these guys and leaves a spirit behind. Yeah, I'm in. And this doubles the speed of my clock, so that's kind of nice. Nah, I'm gonna hold it. We're gonna bluff. We're gonna bluff some removal spells here. There's the Nightveil Predator. Everyone's least favorite card. This guy sucks. Goblin Gathering. Okay, I mean Goblin Gathering is all right. Can attack with the Hired Poisoner. It's kind of okay. Attack with the Poisoner. I'm fine trading it for either of these guys, or getting in 2 damage. Any of those things are okay. My opponent attacks with Grudy, and I'll probably just double block with Goblins, or even triple block, I don't know. What you gonna do? Attack? I've got a faster clock than you do. Yep. Starting my clock earlier really helped me a lot here. Yeah, we're gonna get him with the Hired Poisoner and just keep on keeping on here. Yep, took the trade now. That's pretty okay. Now we're gonna put down this Borhelian Patrol. If one is gonna counter this too. No. So them paying costs there is a pretty clear sign to me that they might have another counterspell. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but Barrier of Bones. The card just seems bad. Oh well. You gonna pay 3 life to get their guy back? I mean, I don't know how it does against my goblins, but I mean, I guess I get to exile another Goblin Gathering. Okay. It's nice, some more goblins for me. That's pretty good. They are at 11 now, though, so I mean, they're gonna attack with this? No? What are they waiting for? Oh, maybe they just don't get to just get another goblin now. I will just make more goblins. This is okay. They could have sideboarded in like something gross. Oh, there's the Underrealm Lich. Okay. Hey, this card is really good, but opponent could just mill themselves out with it, and then eventually when I draw into Consecrate Consume, I just get to kill that, and then they die to their own inability to draw from their empty deck. So that could be nice. Let's hope that happens. Now, there's still also, if I remember correctly, there should be. Oh no, the flower I cast on early in the game. Okay, never mind. Kind of cool to be. Oh, there it is. So this right here, the Consume. I'm gonna save until my opponent has decked themselves with this Underrealm Lich, because that seems great. I want to have a way to kill this. Attacking with this. I could block with both of these guys. They might have some sort of trick here. Rather get it out of their hand, I guess. You have a trick, I want to see it. Okay, sweet. They didn't have a trick. Oh, they just have a second one? Gross. Okay. I mean, that's really good. Just playing a Hackerbat here, I guess. There's a lot of goblins here. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wait for this consume until they've decked themselves with the Underrealm Lich. And I also might want to wait until I draw like a card they want to counter. I think they almost definitely have like at least one more counter spell in their deck. I can see them having like one more counter spell. Now there's a Spawn of Mayhem. Oh shoot! Now I can't even consume the Underrealm Lich. That kind of stinks. Okay, well that's bad. Flying Trample. Yeah, it might just beat me with this, honestly. Well, I can attack with the Hackerbat, and it kind of just trades for this guy though. That's pretty bad. We're gonna wait like one turn on this. It's gonna become a 5/5 now? Yeah, that's bad. That's not good. Definitely not good for me. Affectionate Indrik. Okay, what are you hugging? Probably the spirit token? Yeah, okay, sure. I'll take 8, I guess, and go to a precariously low life total. Do you have any other ways to actually kill this guy? Well, there's the march. Okay. I guess I gotta kill this guy now. We're gonna no, we're gonna consume. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kills this guy. And they got the disdainful stroke. Ugh, gross. Okay. Well, I guess they're gonna kill me with their flyers now, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, we should take 1,000,000 damage here. Okay, so opponent has in fact beaten us here for game number 2, but they have a very, very short amount of time for game 3, so we're just gonna concede here. Go to game 3. I think we're gonna beat them on time, almost definitely, even if we don't manage to beat them any other way. But interesting. I think I want to side in like a never happened potentially. Yeah, it's like one of the only ones I have to deal with the Knife Out Predators, and I really don't want to lose the game to that stupid card. So we're gonna side in that, and I think we're gonna just submit the deck here. I think I like where it's at. Yeah, this is fine. So we know they have Disdainful Stroke, they have Quench, and they also have Thought Collapse. So at least 3 counter spells to play around. So we're gonna have to be very careful about how we use our heavy hitters here. All right, back for game number 3 of round 1 here. And I wanted to play second, but I chose to play first for some reason. This hand is fine though on the play. I think it's probably better on the play to go Guildgate into Plains, Oligarch into Swamp. Never happened. This should be pretty fine. I think I have a reasonable shot at just drawing out the game the way this is set up here. So just try to run down my opponent's clock. Gateway Plaza, huh? All right, that's fine. Yeah, let's just take a look at their hand, see what's going on. All right, so we've got Gateway Sneak, not a problem. Lightfield Predator, that's the problem. Deadly Visit, fine. Nightmare Predator is the problem. Or take that card because I don't want to deal with it. Oh, it gets exiled too? Ugh. Oh, that's great. I don't have to deal with that card ever again. Alright, so. Then we got a couple lands, another Gateway Plaza. Probably gonna play the Sneak here. And then hopefully we'll be able to kill it. I'm gonna attack with the Oligarch, and then if they block, we can always just Integrity our Oligarch and kill this guy. They're probably going to want to just take it, though, I would imagine. Oh, really? Sure. Booyah. Works for me, buddy. I'm actually tap my red so I could cast the flower here for my... Search up my forest, but that's fine. Okay. We're going to play the Noxious Grudian here, I would guess. Oh, Blood Operative. Sure. That's fine. Totally fine. Here we're going to flower for our green source to cast Goblin Gathering. Plan on marching next turn. We're just going to hold back. I don't really see any point in blocking this right now. My opponent, I know, has a Deadly Visit. I'm probably not going to play it here. We're just going to make some more goblins. Yeah, that's totally great. My opponent's unlikely. It's going to be unlikely to be able to actually catch up here. Coral Commando. He's going to hold up 2 mana the rest of the game. Okay, and yep. Now they're tapped on. They're tapped down. Here we go. You know what that means? It means it's marching time. It is time to march, march, march. I think I will attack with the Oligarch here first, though. Trade her off for any one of these creatures is fine. Yep, totally cool. I'm going to march right now because I know they have a bunch of counter spells. Just going to make 10 or 9 of them. Yep, I think my opponent can actually beat this. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Darkblade Agent? Yeah, it's not going to do it. So last card in their hand should be the Deadly Visit. Yeah, they're not going to beat this. There's no way they're beating this. If I attack with this, I lose 3, so I take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, attack with take 13. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm happy throwing away 3 guys to take my opponent take 13 damage. You can make him take like 10 or 11 next turn. And they got no way to bust through here. Yep, we got him. Oh baby. Never happened. Put in some work there. There we go. All right. That was a heck of a slog for sure, but we made it work. Got a pretty good first match there. Wow. Welcome to Ravnica Remix, everybody. Alrighty, we are back here for round number 2, and we've kept a pretty decent hand here on the draw. We got some good removal spells. Our opponent starts out pretty slow. We can land Theater of Horrors on 3, and if not, we can skewer our opponent's early play. So lots of good options. Skewer into Inheritance on 4 seems like a fine way to go about things. Our opponent missing a 2-drop is excellent for us, and so is having Response Resurgence. This hand is just gas. Although Growth Spiral definitely is a problem. It's going to put our opponent pretty far ahead here if they can land a good 4-drop. That is not a good 4-drop. That is a mediocre 4-drop, and that is a card that I'm not scared of in the slightest. And I think we can start the Theater of Horrors. I think it's better to get Goblin Gathering #1 or Theater of Horrors. If my opponent starts milling me, I might just get free goblins. So we're just going to start off with the Theater of Horrors, and because we have Ill-Gotten Inheritance to follow it up, we basically just get to draw a free card every turn because this will trigger the Spectacle on this guy, guaranteed every turn. So that seems great to me. What are they gonna do? Really? Just holding up mana? Okay. I mean, sure. So, oh, they exiled a Goblin Gathering. Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. I could just slam IGI here. I think my opponent looks like they're representing Frilled Mystic. I kind of don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to play this Goblin Gathering because I'm less concerned if that gets countered. Hold on, no, I can't actually tap it that way. Hold on, we're going to undo. I'm less concerned if this gets countered. I'm more concerned if the IGI gets countered. I can't just run this into like 5 open mana. That seems not great at all. No, please mill me. Please do. Okay, I don't want that milled, but mill my Goblin Gathering so I can make more goblins. That's good. What is my opponent doing? They're just, get a Goblin, get a Mountain. Okay, I'm gonna just skewer the Persistent Petitioners, and then if I can attack, we're going to probably play this Mountain. Oh, they had a Mountain, sure, that's fine. Attack for 2. What does our opponent have? Are they just holding up mana for this Silent Dart? That seems bad, right? I'm just gonna play the Mountain, get the guaranteed value off of the Theater here. What in the world is my opponent doing? Okay, I mean, we'll just continue attacking with these guys, I guess. I'm still a little confused as to what they're doing. Oh, Whisper Agent. I mean, Whisper Agent's fine. I might just, like, Electrodominance this. I'll probably response it, honestly. Responsing it seems fine. I don't want to lose a Goblin token for no value here. Although, do I really care? I'd rather save this for a better card. My opponent's definitely taking damage from this one Goblin, so I think I'll just, like, skewer this Goblin for 1. Skewer the Whisper Agent for 1. Goblin Gathering a second time. Actually, I'm gonna... yeah, we're gonna do that. 1, 2, 3. It's bad against Quench, but whatever. I don't really care. Quench that, that's fine. I have better cards you can quench later, I guess. So yeah, we're getting tons of value off this Theater. I'm really enjoying this. Opponent has a 6-drop, looks like. Vigor Spore Worm. That one's going to die horribly to Electrodominance. Okay, and we hit Boros Garrison. Okay, I'm just going to kill this right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X for 4. I got to quench it. Oh, Disdainful Stroke. That's one way to do it. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I have plenty of ways to kill this later. Not a big deal. They attack for 6, I'll probably just chump block it. That seems fine. I can no longer chump block it. Well, that's going to be a lot of damage, sir. I don't not even going to bother trying to block that because I can't absorb any damage whatsoever. And what do we get? Ethereal Absolution. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know how good it is against these creatures particularly, but Oh, gross. Because I can just like response this. Hold on. So 2 for response, 1, 2, 3, 4 for like 2 for this, 2 for that. This is fine. We're gonna go 1, 2 for shaman. 1, 2 for oligarch. Play the swamp, and then we're gonna just try to response away the vigor spore worm. And I don't know if I can gang block this enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually can gang block this enough. Wow, okay, that's sweet. Petitioners is great. Great in that it's bad. So my opponent wants to... This is where Silent Dart is actually annoying, because I can't actually like block with everything. Then my opponent can just Silent Dart one of my guys away. It's definitely obnoxious. I kind of have to block with everything anyway. If they forget about their Silent Dart, then I kind of get to get them here, but they likely won't. And then I'll just die, but that's okay. Is there any way that I can like not blow? Okay, so if they blow this up, attack for then, and then 6 goes to my face. Then a 5, this would be 4. So I'm going to hold back like 2 of these guys. I'm not sure if this is, yeah, because he's definitely going to use it. So now it just means I get to save. This way I just get to save 2 of my goblins. So we go to 1. We get our Flying Spirit token. I would like a way to kill this, please. That's almost there. 7. Okay, so we're going to do attack with the Spirit. The Spirit allows us to get a 1 mana. Allows us to get a discount on this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Undo. I got to tap this right. Hold on. Forest first, then Absolution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my Acrobat for the spectacle cost. So you have a 3, 4, and 2, 2, 2s, and that should be enough to hold my opponent off for this turn, and then if I can land this IGI, I should be able to get there. So if they have like anything here, then I'm in a bad spot, but I mean, Trollbred is good, that is true. I can just start making like a bunch of spear tokens here though, but honestly, what may be better is just casting Goblin Gathering for like 4 2/2s. That seems great. Yeah, please attack me. Please do, opponent. This is great. My opponent wants to trade off their guys. That is a-okay with me. Just makes it easier for me to survive. Oh, baby, this is going to be excellent. Okay, so we're going to attack with our Spirit token so that we can cast a Goblin Gathering for a bunch of 1/1s. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 2/2s. Actually, wow, they're all 2/2s now. Sure. So 1, 2, 3. Might be better to just act. We're gonna play the Boros Guild Gate here. And I think I'm gonna prefer to activate Ethereal Absolution for. Yeah, I'm actually gonna favor Ethereal Absolution rather than Ill-Gotten Inheritance this turn. I think. My opponent wants to make a 6/6 or whatever. That's fine. I'll just block with all my goblins. I'm gonna try to flourish them out at some point here in the next couple turns. We're gonna hold on at 1 life, and we're going to win this game. That's how this is gonna work. This is very weird. My dog is over in the corner. He's just kind of like, I don't even know what he's doing, but just like scratching at the sofa, like he's trying to dig into it or something. I don't know. I don't understand, but okay, it's fine. March of the Multitudes. Oh baby. Oh, that is good. That is very, very good. Uh, so I could just try to like flourish right now. If I do, they block, let's say 2, and they take 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So that's actually lethal damage here. If this resolves, it's lethal. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna flourish, and it's lethal if they don't have anything. Of course, if they have a counterspell, then it's not lethal. So good that I didn't play as if it was lethal, because that would have been bad. I'm trying to get in there with my 2 flyers here, I think. And I'm going to play the land from the Theater of Horrors. And I think I'll just save mana to use Ethereal Absolution again. I think that's better than playing IGI here. I just haven't really gotten a chance to play it. Absolution really does put in work. On this board, Absolution is a net of 1, so like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like +9/+9 worth of stats, or like +7/+7 and then -2, -2. Yeah, I guess they figured they can win next turn. So this is fine. So set the play around for my opponent. They've got Disdainful Stroke, Sabotage, and Whisper Agent. Okay, so those are the stuff I need to play around. Disdainful Stroke, Sabotage, Whisper Agent. And the blue-green, I think my deck's set up pretty well against this guy. Didn't see anything that I really couldn't answer, so I'll just submit again and go with this. All right, back here for game number 2 of match number 2 with our Ravnica Remix draft, and this hand looks pretty decent. Nothing too special, but I do have a Guild Gate on 1, which is good, and we have all 3 our colors now, so that makes it way better. We're gonna get to play Goblin Gathering on 2, into Ill-Gotten Inheritance on 3. Combine Guildmage is going to be a little bit annoying, but that is okay. So far, I haven't seen any combat tricks that could really punish me all that much for, like, let's say, double blocking and attacking Guildmage with some goblins on turn 3. So, don't think I'm going to play around that possibility. Alright, we're just going to slam Goblin Gathering here. I think that's probably better than playing Skewer at this point. My opponent definitely seems to have a pretty threat-dense deck. But it's good because our deck is full of answers, so I'm totally fine making this trade. This is a good trade for me. They have a Skittereel. Sure. Probably just kill the Skittereel right here. I think I want to kill it right now. Or I can play the Monument. Monument's pretty good. And if they like make it into a 5/5 next turn, I can always just consume it. Yeah, let's play Monument. If they want to spend most of their turn adapting this, that is okay. I can get some pretty serious value off of this Rampaging Monument if I just am willing to be a little bit patient. So they're going to attack. I'm not going to block because they could adapt. If they do want to adapt, this is fine. It's all good. If we draw an untapped land this coming turn, that would be very good because then we get to do some pretty gross stuff here. Ooh, Trollbred. Definitely going to consume that. Goblin Gathering. Okay, yeah. So we're going to consume the Trollbred. I do like Trollbred. I like consuming Trollbred. Trollbred is the best kind of bread to consume. I can attack for 4. I'd rather just prevent 2 damage by keeping the Guildmage at bay. Yep. My opponent being green-blue and not having like a lot of good permanent answers for the monument is a pretty good space for me to be in. If you want to adapt, that's still totally cool with me. Although it is a little bit worse now in that I don't have the consume to deal with this, but I do have some other good removal spells that can... Oh yeah, this will do it. That'll do. So I can like attack with this guy and then like skewer this for one. Yeah, baby. This is fine. Spectacle. Get out of here. My opponent has a counterspell. That's, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But if not, totally cool as well. You got 3 goblins. Yeah, that was a pretty big swing there. Pretty big swing of a turn. Now they are on 7 mana. Good old 0 viewers. Yeah, I know, Tom. That's the way things are sometimes. It really do be like that sometimes. We're gonna chump block. I don't want to take 5. So I know my opponent very well could have some incredibly disgusting stuff next turn. That incredibly disgusting stuff being Endrace Forerunners. That's the card I'm really scared of here. It could be very bad. Because if they attack with like a 6/6 trample, 7/7 trample, that's not going to be good for me at all. I just play like Parhelion Patrol here and then like hold up Integrity. That seems okay. Integrity's got some pretty good stuff it can do. It really good. Oh man, Disdainful Stroke. Okay. Stroke is bad. Stroke's bad for me for sure. But now I know they can't play Endrace Forerunners this next turn, which is good for me. And they try to attack. Oh, very nice, very nice. What other pieces you putting in there? Just like the normal good stuff. Are they gonna attack here? Oh baby. So what I can do, I'm gonna go integrity on like a goblin. Nah, it's not gonna do anything. Its integrity is worth minus Mox Opals. Okay. So integrity, we're gonna cast. Let's get this a counter. Integrity, this guy. It's at a counter ++2/+2. So we're gonna kill the 5/5. Woo! I think I want to keep. I want to keep my goblins now because the response represents a good way to kill this. Petitioners. That makes that choice a little bit more awkward, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ill-gotten inheritance. Start putting the pressure on here. Rampaging Monument. Get in there. If my opponent attacks, I'm almost definitely going to kill it with this. Okay, you know, Tom, I can't just quit, alright, in the middle of my draft. Okay? We don't quit. We're not quitters here. Putting that on the Growth Chamber Guardian, huh? Sure. Is the opponent trying to mill me out? Is that what's going to happen here? I mean, that's one way to do it. Curious Oligarch. Alright. Well, we're just going to keep on attacking with this monument because it's going to get through. My opponent doesn't know it yet, but it's going to be dealing a lot of damage to them right here. Alright. Boom. It's going to be a 7/7. They're going to take like 5 here. I get milled for 3, but whatever. Okay. I am not going to quit streaming because I'm making a video here, and it's important to me. But I will come and join you guys when I'm done. This is match number 2. I'm just about done here, and It'll be soon. I don't see my opponent beating this Rampaging Monument at this point. It's a little bit too big. Oh, wow. Value. Nice. Adios. See you later, bro. All right. What have they got? 5 mana. Watcher in the Mists. That's good, but it's not 4 mana 7/7 good. I think I can just attack with everything, and then IGI can win the game here. Yeah, it definitely does. Even if they have like this guy has like a 7 toughness or whatever, they block here, they take 2 from this, 1 from this trigger, and then 4 from the activation. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 7. So my opponent is actually dead. They just don't know it yet. Gotta love getting milled and getting free Goblin Gathering value. All right, opponent. Prepare to meet your maker. Oh, they can't even like put the shield on it, can they? That's a big rip. Can we get a rip in chat for my opponent? 3, 4, 5. I do have to sacrifice Ill-Gotten Inheritance here to win, but still good. Awesome. All right, so we're 2-0 with this crazy deck. Mardu Control getting there. That's what I like to see. Mardu Control. Okay, so would you qualify this as Mardu Control or as Dune Brood tokens? Or it could just be like Nano Blue. Oh my gosh. That's it. Nano Blue tokens. Instead of Mono Blue, it's Nano Blue. Everything but blue. Everything but the kitchen sink. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. My jokes are really bad. All right, there's got to be an opponent wanting to play Ravnica Remix Draft at 11:50 at night. Man can dream. There we go. All right, back here for match number 3 of our Ravnica Remix Draft with Dune Brood tokens, and I have won the die roll, and I would still like to play second. This hand is great on the draw. I have 2 removal spells plus an early blocker. This seems excellent. I have all 3 of my colors of mana that I need. Oh, wow, really? So you're that kind of guy, huh? All right. That's probably going to deal me a lot of damage. Looks like my opponent's playing Boros, potentially. All right, well, this is going to be a game, that's for sure. This is going to be a matchup where I'm probably going to side out the Ill-Gotten Inheritance because I think it's going to be too slow. I'm also going to want to be on the play in this matchup, unlike in the last few, where I think being on the draw was correct. I think the Boros deck really relies on the tempo they get from all their stuff here. Yeah, that's going to be a beating. Really good start from my opponent. 1-drop into 1-drop into 3-drop. Theater Force. Okay, sure. I mean, I've got 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop into 4-drop removal spell that gains me life. So, I mean, I'm going to be in it too. That's for sure. If my opponent wants to go like all in on the Goblin Banneret, they can do that for sure. But that's okay. My opponent's deck does look really good. Clamor Shaman? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's going to need to die. Goblin Gathering. Okay, I guess it doesn't need to die after all. I think the main enemy here has got to be the Sky Knight Legionnaire. Just gonna intervention that right now. Like after ooh, what did I hit with the? I hit Skewer the Critics. Wow. Okay. Sure. That's really good. Okay, good to know. See, like 1-mana Skewer if I can manage to hit my opponent somehow. Tajik, Blade of the Legion. Good God. Well, that's gonna be bad for me. This is like the craziest Boros deck I've ever seen. All right. I mean, well played, opponent. What is going on? What is going on? Well, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here, that's for sure. Like double mentor trigger, get to turn off my blocker and everything. Wow, okay. I mean, sure. I'm taking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 damage here, probably. This is bad. But luckily for me, I do have some pretty good like things to do after this. I get to double kill my opponent's stuff. Okay, sweet. So we're going to attack with the Immolation Shaman. Get our Theater of Horrors online here. Going to Skewer, cast with Spectacle onto the Tajik. Gotcha. Play the Plains, and we're going to consume. Charting our opponent, getting the Clamor Shaman, gain 3 life. So now the only problem we're going to have to deal with is this Healer's Hawk, really. Yeah, we've had good removal for all of our opponent's stuff. They've just had a crazy, crazy start. You take damage here, so I'm going to take 5 or 6 damage here. Yeah. Killing this Healer's Hawk is going to have to be priority number 1. But I only have like 2 turns to do it at this point, so... Can I get another Skewer? That would be excellent. Ooh, Goblin Gathering, sweet, okay. Just gonna Goblin Gathering twice. Yeah, that seems good. So let's attack with the Hired Poisoner so we can get to Goblin Gathering twice. I do like IGI, but I think I just need to... Such a better use of my mana. To get like 1,000,000 goblins. 1,000,000 meaning 5. Probably should have attacked with this guy too. Anyway. Yeah, my opponent's just going to try to go all in on the Hawk here. I mean, I don't have any way to, I don't think I have a way to actually deal like 4 damage to a creature. So if they want to like mentor this up to a 4/4, that's like Baneslayer stats right there. That's really good. Going to 1. All right, can I get a removal spell for this guy, please? Just get another Goblin Gathering. Wow. Okay. Well, guess we lose. Cool. All right. So super aggressive Boros deck. That's like the most insane Boros deck I've ever seen in my life. So we're taking out Ill-Gotten Inheritance because it's going to be really bad and really slow in this matchup. Honestly, I just want stuff that can trade with my opponent's thing. So Righteous Blow, you're in. Probably gonna side in the Sky Knight as well, maybe. Ornery Goblin could be good. Would be better than Immolation Shaman, maybe. I kind of like this. It's probably better than Hackerbat in this matchup. It just seems kind of bad. Yep, alright, we'll submit. Got the Righteous Blow in there. I'd like to play first against this guy. This hand seems fine. Get a nice, pretty decent start here. We get either any one of 3 very powerful cards on turn 3. So if my opponent has, yeah, okay, so we're gonna just pass. It's definitely not gonna be the card I'm playing on 3. I think we're gonna go ahead and play Sky Knight. I think Oligarch's really good too. Oh wow. It's better for our curve if we just play Sky Knight though. So we're gonna do Sky Knight. And then we're going to wait and do like a turn 5. We're going to go like Theater of Horrors plus Oligarch or something like that. Alright. This is a much worse start for our opponent here. I'm okay with this. Clamor Shaman, sure. It's okay. It's annoying, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Electro Dominance, cool. Yeah, we're just going to Electro Dominance. And we're going to kill Clamor Shaman, and we're going to put into play an Imperious Oligarch. And that's going to block and kill Arandi's Shieldmate. That's how this is going to be. Prepare to get roasted. Booyah. Yeah, we're going to cast that for free. That seems amazing. Whew. That sick instant speed Imperious Oligarch coming in. Coming in to wreck your attacking creatures. Opponent doesn't look like they have any tricks at all. Or if they did, they weren't willing to use them on those creatures anyway. Oh, they've got Goblin Gathering too. Nice. Okay. I mean, mine's a little bit better because, you know, I actually... kind of want to get this Theater of Horrors online and play that this turn, and we're going to hold back our creatures. I'm kind of fine with this. Take a slow turn here, and then we're going to take over the game with the Theater of Horrors bit by bit. Oh, wow, they got double gathering here. That's really good. All right, can I get more Goblin Gatherings too? Ooh, what do we get? We hit a swamp. Okay. Let's play our opponent's exiled zone revealed 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're just going to hit for 1 with this spirit token here so we can play the swamp. And we're going to play a Goblin Gathering of our own. And we do have this. This is not particularly good against what my opponent's doing right now, but if they have like any like haste creature, we can kind of get them with this. Okay, like a Tajik could be really good. Ooh, Swiftblade Vindicator, that's a good one. Yeah, my opponent's deck does seem excellent, that's for sure. I want more Goblin Gatherings. Ooh, Rampaging Monument's quite good. Okay, let's do that. I think I still want to leave this guy back for Bloxies. I don't know if that's incorrect, but First Strike and Vigilance. Getting a double hit on this guy is going to be real good. Boom. Swiftblade Vindicator. Yeah, I'm probably going to block. If my opponent attacks with this, we'll like block with the Monument, and then we can just kind of get them if they try to go well in on it. That seems pretty good. But yeah. This Theater of Horrors is going to slowly take over the game. Give it enough time. It's already drawn me like 2 extra cards. Probably 3. 3 extra cards? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Not a big deal. You want to get in there? All right. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Block, block, block. My opponent's got something nasty. We got something nastier. Oh, yeah, sure. 2 can play at that game, son. Not that it saves my guy, but at least it kills his, so. That's hilarious. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty sweet. I would like a green source, though. I'd kind of like to cast a million, kind of like to get a million, flying 1/1. Oh, man. Yeah. Game over, boys. Game over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get wrecked. Oh, that was good. Wow. Okay. All right. So opponent has a lot of good removal. I mean, wow. Okay. Sure. I mean, we just might even want to side in like the Cosmotronic Wave. Cosmotronic Wave kills a lot of their stuff. I could see that being good. Is it better than anything else we got, though? Probably not. I like everything else better. I mean, these guys block well. The Goblin Gatherings are insane in this matchup. Ethereal Absolution's obviously nuts. Maybe Consecrate Consume. No, Consume's always good because it hits the best creature. Yeah, we're not even going to bother with that. Yeah, we'll just play it as is. We just need to mulligan any hands that are really slow because this guy's deck is insanely fast, very consistent, and if I don't get a good start, I'm gonna get my feet knocked out from under me. So Well, it's definitely gonna be a quick match. That's for sure. I'm gonna have to mulligan this hand. It would be really good if I had a red source. Like if this was like a red source, we can go shaman into double goblin gathering, which would have been awesome. But we got a mulligan this hand. This hand's gonna have to be keepable. We do need a third land, so hopefully we can scry like a nice guild gate to the top for turn 1 play. That would be nice. Or even like a swamp would be good for this. So we're gonna keep. I think my deck functions a little bit better on less resources than my opponent. Like he needs a lot of, yeah, bottom Electro Dominance for sure. God dang, Healer's Hawk. That's an annoying one for turn 1. All right, Boros Guildgate, sure, perfect. It's exactly the kind of turn 1 play we need. So Immolation Shaman into Goblin Gathering. Our opponent has a slow start with this Boros Guildgate, which is excellent for me. So the only way they can really beat me is by going big. We're going to play the Boros Challenger instead, I think. That's a little bit better than Immolation Shaman. Holds the fort pretty nicely. And is likely to be able to hit my opponent in the face, potentially, this turn if I want to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, if they attack with the Healer's Hawk, we're definitely going to just attack here. And then we get to skewer the Bodyguard. Because the Bodyguard can't attack or block alone, so we get to skewer plus Immolation Shaman. That is a pretty sick turn of events. So attack. You cannot block. Can't block alone. I get to get in for 2. Spectacle this. And play a 2-drop. Yeah, double spelling on turn 3 is a really, really, really powerful way to win the game. Our opponent has Clam or Shaman. Sure. Clam or Shaman. What do you choose? I prefer Clam myself. Just kidding, I've never actually eaten Clam before. I have no idea if it's good or not. It sounds pretty nice, though. So we're going to attack here. We're just going to try to race him. Get in there. We get to mentor on the Immolation Shaman. That seems good. Don't have the black for this yet, but once we do, oh boy, opponent, you better watch out. Mentor onto the Immolation Shaman. It's definitely been a good start for me. My opponent's start has been a little slow, but they only have 2 cards left in hand, so this is good for me. If I can just get like one more land, if it's like a black source, I just get to get there with this Consume. And the Boros Challenger can just keep mentoring all these little goblins here. We are not in really any danger of dying at this point, so. Response Resurgence, that's so good. We can definitely race this. Definitely can race this. Attack for 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do it. Mentor Goblin. If they attack, I'm almost definitely going to be responsing on the Clamor Shaman, because then I can just actually leave back 1 blocker, and then I'm fine. Yep, let's get you out of here. I have a response. Take 1 damage from this little Healer's Hawk here. Skyline Scout is not going to do it. Oh, Forest. Sweet. Okay. Let's just get in there with all of our team. Get in there with the team. So we didn't get draw black, so we can't actually play this Consume, but we can play the Rampaging Monument, which is almost as good. Actually, it's probably better on this station. I'd probably play the Monument anyway on this board, just because the Consume is not that great against a 2-1. Wow, just took it like a champ. Okay, Monument is in business. We can start like +1ing the Boros Challenger now too. Yeah. Or even like giving this guy Menace next turn potentially if we draw a land. Yep. Just as we drew it up. There we go. 3-0 with this awesome tokens deck. Wow, that was really cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I really enjoyed drafting this crazy format. And yeah, until next time, This is Lord Alvon, signing off. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please feel free to leave a like or comment down in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to see more of me, you can do so by clicking one of the links over here on my left, or subscribe by clicking the link right here in the middle. Anyway, that's all we got for this video, so until next time, this is Lord Alvon, signing off.